as you can see, I brought out a whole heap of early roadshows again, and these are all titles that are very difficult to find in my opinion, or a bit tricky to find at the very least, particularly in the original covers, of which most of these are. Before I get started, I wanted to give a bit of a shout out to John, who runs a channel on YouTube by the name of GTA VCSPSP. There's a link to the channel in the comments section. So check out his channel. He's done a couple of video responses to my videos, which I've really appreciated, so thank you very much for that. And I'm always interested in your collection. I do appreciate the efforts that you go to and what you show as well. So there are no film inserts today because I've got too much to show you, so stay tuned and hopefully you'll enjoy this video. Well, I'll start off with the 4 titles that I have that are not in an original box. Starting off here with Farrah Fawcett and Jeff Bridges in Somebody Killed Her Husband. I haven't watched this film yet, so I don't know what it's like, and all I can say about this is rest in peace, Farrah. Piper Laurie was in this film Ruby, and I think this one's a little tricky to find at times. Again, I don't have an original box for this one, but I've had this one for years. Didn't think too much of this film, but Piper Laurie is a great actress and I enjoyed watching her in this film nonetheless. Jaguar Lives, and so this has got Joe Lewis as Jaguar. And I saw this a few years ago, and look, it's a bit of mindless action. Still got a sticker on there, I've got to peel off. But yeah, so there it is. A little tricky to find that one. Beatlemania. Well, it's not the real Beatles, it's just a simulation, but it's full of Beatles music, and like many people, I'm a fan of Beatles music. It's a good cover for this one, but it's not an original box, but it doesn't matter. It didn't cost me much from memory. I got this in Dalesford, I think. Now, one in an original box is the Buddy Holly story. This one does surface on eBay every now and then, and it always sells, but yeah, it is a little tricky to find, and Gary Busey plays Buddy Holly there. Pink Floyd live at Pompeii in a big pink cover there in stereo. This was a New Vision release, and I was in a bit of a bidding war on eBay for this one, and I don't think it's an ex-rental. It's missing the top label, but there are no stickers on it, and it's still got the date stamp there, which is 8th of the 6th, 8th of June 1983. Richard Pryor live in concert. Now you can get this film on DVD. They've dropped the rating. It's not R-rated anymore. It's been dropped down to M, I think, which is like a PG-13. So yeah, very funny film. I love Richard Pryor and his work, and I've actually got 2 copies of that one. That's just the one I've dragged out today. The other one's in an original box too. Broadway, Danny Rose. Now I don't think this one's easy to find. I'm neither here nor there with Woody Allen. I don't find him particularly funny, but it's just not my sort of humour. But the good thing about this one, it's got an Australian short film on it called Tennis Elbow, which is funnier than the film itself. Blame It On Rio. The only thing about this is seeing a few naked women. Yes, it is hard to find. Very hard to find in an original box, so that's why I included it in this one. Pink Motel with Phyllis Diller. It's got a pretty good trailer to it as well. I don't think there's an insert. Oh yes there is, hang on. There you go. Young Doctors in Love. Yep, it's a hard one to find in an original box. You'll often find cut down faded covers, but finding it like this is a little difficult. Now this has got a surprise in the middle, and you'll see how ridiculous this is. It's promoting the same film in the inside flap. Wacko. I haven't seen this film since the 80s, but there's an original box. I have not seen one of these on eBay for a long time. Get Crazy. Now this is a double-sided slick type of thing, and it is a very funny film. I don't think this is on DVD. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little R there. This film was originally R-rated, but it got dropped down to M on appeal. But so Roadshow obviously had to cover over the R-rated symbol there. Bad Manners is another tricky one to find. Again, got another one there in the original box. Savage Islands. This is known also as Nate and Hayes, but it was released under this title here. And yeah, finding that in an original box, good luck to you if you can. High Road to China is a little bit common, but again, original box, and I don't think that you would be able to find one very easily in this condition. And that one has a surprise in it too. Cannonball Run II, as advertised on TV. There you go. Cannonball. Now, John showed a copy of this too. I don't know why this is R-rated. It would not get an R rating these days. The Pursuit of D.B. Cooper in an opaque cover, this one. Battletruck from New Zealand, and this is their version of Mad Max, and this one desperately needs a DVD release. Now this one Roadshow I don't have, The Last of the Knucklemen. Kill Squad. I've got 2 copies of this one in the original box, and there's another one I have which is not in an original box. A Force of One, and this one is a very tricky one to find, and that's the opaque cover. I've got both of those, we've seen them earlier. 7, this is a great film from the 70s. I really enjoyed this one. Look at that 70s hair there. Slaughter's Big Rip-Off. I haven't taken the stickers off this one yet, but that is enjoyable blaxploitation. Bloody Mama with Shelley Winters and Robert De Niro. Tricky one to find. Dillinger. Now this one is tricky to find. This was from 1973, and that's obviously Warren Oates on the cover there. Get that on DVD, of course, but this whole Roadshow is pretty rare. Drum. Opaque cover. Really lucky to have a copy of this one in an original box. Blowout. Well, this is not super rare, but finding one in an original box is tricky. It's got a surprise in the middle too. Summer Lovers. Monkey Grip is an Australian film which has been released on DVD by, you guessed it, Umbrella Entertainment, and this one stars Noni Hazelhurst, has music by the Divinals. That's Chrissy Amphlett there. The Serpent's Egg. I've got one in really good condition, and the cover's not too faded. Not my favourite Ingmar Bergman film. David Carradine is in it. It's okay, but not my favourite one of his. Motherload with Kim Basinger. I don't think this is on DVD yet. Directed by Charlton Heston, who also stars in it too. I've not watched this film yet, so I don't know what it's like. Zulu Dawn. When was the last time you saw one of these? I've not seen one for years, and then I found this just a few months ago. Survive, apparently based on a true story of modern day cannibalism after a plane crash. Again, another one I haven't seen yet. The Day After. This is a great film, telemovie I believe, and I'm surprised it's only PG rated. I've got to tell you that we were forced to watch this, and I say forced because we were told to watch it when I was in about grade 3, and I think I've never recovered from the trauma ever since. Fire and Ice, I think, got a DVD release from Anchor Bay, and there's the old VHS. It's great animation for its time. I enjoyed that film. The Beastmaster, I'm pretty sure, is another Anchor Bay release, and there's the old VHS again. You're the Hunter from the Future, another tricky one to find in an original box. The Key, a Tinto Brass film, which incidentally I actually enjoyed better than Caligula, but that's just my opinion. Yeah, very racy film indeed. I think this got cut in Britain, but this version is uncut. Endless Love. We'll try finding this in an original box. This film has always been M-rated, so the DVD rating is incorrect completely. It's marked as R, but it's never been an R-rated movie. Finally, I've got 2 copies of Breathless. Again, these are both original boxes, and the only thing worth pointing out about this one is the fact that it still has the new release sticker on it. So that's not an ex-rental to my knowledge. There's no stickers or anything on it. It's in really good condition. Came out in, what's that, 7/2/84, so that's February 1984. And that's all I've got to show for you today, so hopefully you've got that in under 10 minutes. Thanks for watching, and I'll probably do another video on road shows as time progresses, so anyway, have a nice day.